Picking right back up, gonna start Nema Fitzgerald's trial as part of the Keepers. Read the book in the Headmaster's office. I just got sucked into the book.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Eve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Like I said, it's that Deathly Hallows, which is really cool that they have that kind of torn in. I like this art design. This is actually pretty fucking cool.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
When I could, I'd be free by now.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be?
Neve? That's what that is?
I need to time this just right.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Be prepared for this to happen a lot. I'm horrible with sneaking around. I don't know if you guys remember earlier in the playthrough where we were in the restricted section of the library.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
There's a lot of them, Jesus.
This is my chance. Coming, Neve.
This fucking mini-map, dude.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Am I supposed to... Am I supposed to be going... this way? I think?
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Look, it's death. I really do like the art style of those for some reason.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be a way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
That's the way forward.
Mysterious cloak, hey!
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Don't worry, I look just like the disillusionment spell did, but now I'm just actually invisible. Do I go that way or do I go through this door? Not through the door. Do I hop this? Nope. I don't know why he's like still crouched right now. I guess we go this way.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Hell yeah.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
It's the Elder
Wield the wand
Wand.
you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Alright, I only have set. What was it? Only set spells, and they're not on the usual areas I like them. Oh shit. Alright, dude, I can't even get my bearings right now. I'm trying to do this interrupt thing, and it's just not working. Alright, fuck this. I get so caught up in trying to do dueling feats that I just am like focusing like one mind on that, and then I'm just getting my ass kicked in the actual duel, getting hit and shit because I'm not fucking paying attention. I like the idea of the dueling feats because it tells you to like change up your gameplay, but at the same time, the opposite side of that is like it doesn't like. It's like you can't play the way you want to play, I guess. Do I have to fight this? Oh. Oh. God damn it, dude. I fucking got stuck on this pole. That's just great.
Defender! Bombarder! Defender!
Getting the feats done, getting the feats done.
Stone. This must be for me.
I feel like this would be more impactful if we knew anything about like our characters, like backstory, like in terms of parents or anything like that, or any sort of people who we cared about that are dead. The resurrection stone. It's much bigger in his hand than it is in the movies.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
It's wild. By you, can you believe she's dead?
Sweet Neve. Dead.
Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
That's crazy.
But there's no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora,
What you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
She, like, took away her pain?
Revelio.
What's that? Giant, like, coin thing? Alright, return to the map chamber. Speak to the newly arrived keeper. Last one?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I mean, I'll say
I
this.
found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It's
It
kind of
was
weird.
disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
The Hallowed Hero.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Was Professor Weasley supposed to say something? I don't know if she's supposed to say something or not. Alright. Well, to advance some plot lines, we're gonna go talk to Poppy and Hogsmeade, Mento. Oh, never mind, she's out there. Well, what the fuck? That's close enough. Go talk to Poppy and get an update on the storyline, then probably go talk to Nate.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Greetings.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
I knew that from some random quiz that we had in an earlier episode.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
I will let you think on it.
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
You let me know as soon as you have a plan. Alright, now we're gonna go talk to Nate. Outside of Hogsmeade, she said. We'll just fucking fly there, dude. Fuck it. Natty, I see you from up here. Mullen's beard.
Are you ready to put an end to Hallow?
I suppose
I'm
so.
ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
Those aren't real names.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Otto Dibble, Agabus Gladback, Mr. Bickle, these are not real people. They're...
What sort of information am I trying to
Well,
gather
obviously
from
it's a
these
game.
people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
What is just Mr. Bickle? What is it? Sounds like a goddamn
Very
cat.
well.
Oh, come
I'll
here,
speak
Mr.
with them,
Bickle.
see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
I got you. I got you.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
We're sprinting. We're sprinting. We're sprinting.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
And you're at a bar drinking about it? Like...
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Bad news, lady. Your husband's working with Harlow.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us.
Mr.
But
Bickle.
now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
It's possibly
Now,
too
to
late.
find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Oh, he might be in here too. Hold on. Agabus, or whatever the fuck his name is. Is he in here? He might be in here. Well, he ain't in here.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrax. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Alright, Piglet, what the fuck are you talking about?
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged.
You're
these
getting
past
fired.
6 months.
He's getting fired.
We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for me. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Well, I mean, you guys are adults. She could probably just stay with you.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
Who the fuck
We're on the right
memorizes a
track.
letter like that?
How to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Mr. Bickle. Oh, no, hold on. Everybody, there's the stairs.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away,
It's a fake name.
she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Natty, I have updated information. Natty, excuse me. Expelliarmus.
If something threatens the living
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oh, she got kidnapped, dog. Dog, she got kidnapped.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
I knew it. She got kidnapped.
Revelio.
Those little students get what's coming to them.
Oh.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Well, what the fuck? Couldn't they have just come? What? What? They could have just came down the thing, couldn't they?
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Revelio. Accio. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Using that girl as bait, but Amber's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll tell the first chance he gets. Lower Hogs need some stops after our little visit.
Revelio.
Oh, I fancy.
They don't seem to care for me, the Hogs do. Can't say I blame them for all I've done there.
It's one thing to secure allegiance with one who has something to offer. A craftsman, so.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Revelio.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here. Rockborough's always a treasure trove. Never.
It's been a bit.
I won't deny the times you've told. I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
I used to be stationed near Irondale with Selwyn. I couldn't wait to get out of Hogwarts when I was there. I was always being reprimanded for something.
We're just sneaking around, you know.
Can't believe we're forced to work with these goblins.
God, what was that? Progressive yawning.
Revelio.
Rookwood will lead us to victory. You mark my words.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. We all have our paths carved. Mine's Robin. Simple as that.
So what the fuck?
I quit now, while you're still alive.
Why is the Mandrake not locking on? Well, I was doing pretty well sneaking around for a while there. Alright.
About time Rookwood took control. He doesn't need Ranrock.
Mycroft was extraordinary.
The fog blighted us a bit, I'll agree. Nonetheless, we have good spoils for our efforts. And so should we hold our heads.
Yours dear to me is
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
What was it?
Oh shit.
Bombarda.
Exposo.
Serve your mistress!
Where's the slow?
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Arresto
Oh shit. What the fuck? How did she just die?
Bombarda.
Alright.
Revelio.
Oh, I found it.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Okay, so that's good. So I got the optional shit, and then is there any other gold shit that we see around? There's some coins right here. I just see this big ass chest. I think I got everything else. Let's see. Do I have room? I don't. That's why we check.
He must be here somewhere. Revelio.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Ray. He will tell you what you need to do.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, so he's over here. Okay.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Depulso. Bombarda. Revelio.
Am I...
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
My wand is somewhere in this room.
Could be in where? In this box thing? Could be in where?
Revelio.
The fuck? How many times did I just hit that?
Alohomora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
I mean, you look the
Be
same age as
prepared
us.
for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Alright. We're about 57 minutes. I'm gonna have to end the episode here because I don't think I can get out of here in enough time. So we will pick right back up here in the next episode in getting out of the Ashwinder's hideout. So we'll see you then. Thanks.